our next match, which should be quick for us, but maybe Lex will take his time with this one. But it's the WWE World's Women's Championship match: Stephanie Vaquer versus Nikki Bella. I don't mind so much the match taking place. I mean, I don't like it, but I don't mind it considering what's at stake here. Can we not give Nikki's pretty? Let's just look at Nikki. I don't need to hear Nikki. I don't need to really. There's no need. And Stephanie is even better looking to look at. And she tries. At least she's got the accent issue and the language barrier. Nikki was born in Arizona, so I don't know what her issue is with promos. and my brother hit it on the fucking head. I don't think people would look that harsh at her if you didn't have Hall of Famer in the lower third. I think the expectation would be a lot lighter on her if it didn't fucking say Hall of Famer at the bottom, because we all lived through that era. Some of us in this room didn't watch as much of it as some of the other ones did, but we all lived through that era. I never once sat there and said, she's a future Hall of Famer, this one.
100% agree.
I've never looked at the Bellas once and went, you know what? Dusty Rhodes, Harley Race,
Bret the Hitman Hart,
Bret the Hitman, Ric Flair, The Undertaker, Nikki and Brie Bella. It's right there at the top of the goddamn list. And even if you want to eliminate the men because I'm just being an asshole, fair enough. Moolah, Mae Young, Mildred Burke, Trish Stratus, Lita, Mickie James. You can go to China, Beth Phoenix, Nikki and Brie Bella.
Don't laugh.
But here's why we shouldn't laugh. Because you know why we shouldn't laugh at the Bellas? Because standing next to the Bellas, and this is official now, remember this, Tori Wilson, Stacy Keibler. Okay? What was the other one they just did? Tori Wilson, Stacy Keibler. I'm missing one. That was also like, Michelle McCool.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Most people
It's
did.
like, hey, point taken. I got all about it.
It's like, that's the
Oh,
God,
God.
that's what it
who
is.
was the Hall of Famer
it
again?
was
I
the
can't
one.
remember.
A breath smelled like brimstone, death, and dick. Oh, it was Michelle McCool. That's the one.
McCool. Yeah.
That's the one who it was. So
totally it's not because she's who her husband is.
No, we can't. Yeah, it wasn't nepotism at all. So it was her athletic ability and that faith breaker she used all the time.
And that half championship she had.
She's a 5-star employee.
Damn, it turned into a McCool Cooks house.
Oh, I don't know if you've been paying attention. I'm cooking all these bitches. I can't do this shit anymore. For the record, I have respect for all of them. They took the bumps, they were on the road, but let's be fucking real. If Nikki Bella was not paying alimony, would she fucking be here? The answer is fucking no.
No.
Okay,
No.
She was already in a bad spot when her stepfather got caught up. And what I could only assume, Dave, remember we talked about it, was it reverse rape? I don't understand how that works. He was...
Wait, what did we talk about?
Remember John Laurinaitis in the hotel room? He didn't want to put his pee-pee in her, but Vince made me. Vince made me put my pee-pee in her. I didn't want to do it. Vince said, you got to do it. I'm doing my Trump now. He said, you got to do it. I didn't want to do it, but he told me I had to do it. And the Bellas stayed away from this shit for mad long. One of the other Bella is over at AEW just hanging out with her husband.
Chilling. Yeah.
Chilling. Because, her
she'll be back soon, too. She'll be back.
Well, that depends. Because the hubby's making some crazy money doing jack shit of nothing over there. doing jack shit of nothing.
Being very disappointed in commentary, apparently.
Yeah, lots of yelling, loud noises.
That's not supposed to happen.
So, as I told my wife, we're here today to discuss the second hottest Stephanie I've ever seen in my life, and her role as the women's world champion. Now, Danny, I'll start with you. You had made mention of being really big on Julia.
Yes.
Will and I have not had a chance to talk about this because who the fuck in passing just goes, you know that Julia chick. So now that we're in the right setting, I'm not huge on her. Now, I will give you great in the ring, phenomenal wrestler. Just as a package deal, I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand the hype. Stephanie has a lot of hype. I don't feel she's all that different from Julia, to be honest, as far as the personality, as the kids call it, aura farming, right? With the fucking entrance and the whole shebang and yada yada yada. And the culito for days. We get it. We get it. We understand.
Have you seen her face plant on the mat?
Stephanie?
She doesn't stop moving. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
She doesn't stop moving, even laying down.
That devil's, yeah, well, they tend to squirm a lot. But that's a conversation for another, again, for the Patreon, right?
Yeah.
So Danny, I will refer to your expertise here because I would assume, I'll ask, but I assume you have a knowledge of these two women pre-WWE.
Yes. And I'll admit that's why I'm a fan.
Fair. This is why I'm giving you this particular question, right? Do you see, and we'll leave Julia out of this, I was just making a comparison. We'll stick into Stephanie here. Do you see a dramatic difference? Do you see a WWEing, so to speak, of Stephanie?
Yeah.
You've seen her before. Do you see a huge difference between previous Stephanie and current Stephanie?
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
and expand on that. What's the real difference? What are you seeing that's very different between the two versions?
Stephanie, sorry to cut you off. Stephanie Vaquer back in the day.
You went through puberty for a second. Stephanie.
Listen, I have a very nasal voice that I'm very proud of.
I asked you to talk about another hot Latina, so I thought she squeezed you underneath the camera and she's like, "Be nice, motherfucker."
Nah, just for camera purposes.
Yeah, don't.
Twice if I'm in danger.
Don't accuse her.
Yeah.
To answer your question,
yes,
I feel like overall, and it's not just Stephanie. Like when you look at the pro wrestling, the in-ring work of anybody. Well, not anybody, for a good chunk of the talent pre-WWE, the wrestling is up here.
Okay.
And we can talk Generico, we can talk about Penta, Liz goes on and on.
Right.
Stephanie Vaquer's work in CMLL was amazing. And I feel like that's why I became a fan. And I, seeing her come to the WWE, excited because, that's another. But I also expected, though, for lack of a better term, the watering down of the moveset. And of course, like how you had mentioned before, the presentation was what changed also, where elsewhere she was just there to give you a phenomenal match. Now they have to present you this character in the WWE.
Right.
Where the in-ring work is not so over the top, And it's more about the presentation. And unfortunately, that comes with the promo that obviously because of the language barrier she struggles with, where she didn't really, there was not, if you watch CMLL, nobody's a good talker. No one's over in CMLL because of their mic skills, And I feel like that's what kind of hurt her a little bit in the WWE. Why people like, the casual viewer aren't as big as they should be. If she wasn't hot, she wouldn't be as over as she is. That's just me being bluntly honest. She's pretending that she's on her phone for a reason.
I was reading the school group chat. I was being a good student, okay?
Okay.
There you go.
So
back to Stephanie's ass. Go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro, let me put my hands up before he says that I'm attacking.
So I feel that that's where the difference is. And I feel like if for anyone that hasn't seen her stuff before the WWE, definitely look it up. She some of the best matches. So yeah, that's to answer your question. Those are the differences in my opinion.
Lex, before I ask you this question, I gotta say your forearms look amazing in the shot right now. I don't know if you're doing that on purpose or not. Yeah. I'm not sure if you were doing that on
I
purpose.
said I was gonna come in here shirtless earlier. I said it. I should have did.
He just came out here looking like a Sasquatch soap commercial. Just look at me, I'm sprawling outside. I smell like a goddamn forest right now, son. Look at me. Oh God. I'll ask you the question because Danny just popped something into my head that that is beautiful because aside from myself, you being an in-ring worker, I have to ask you the one question that I argue with so many people who bring up that point that Danny just brought up, which is the watering of the moveset, right? So, like for instance, as an example, if you're an independent wrestler, or even if you are signed, but it's very few dates and it's not exclusive contracts, you can move around. You get paid per diem, you get paid per event, you get paid per show. For the most part, you don't have a set contract unless you're on television or with a major promotion. When you have, this is the way that I always think about it. I want to get your perspective. When you have a move set, or you're trying to get your name out there, and you're balling, you're doing 10, 11, 12 moves a match. You're just going nuts and just balling and and you get that attention. Then you get the attention, and the people who are paying your salary now goes, phenomenal. Now divide that bitch by 3 and come on my television show. and the reason why I always give, and you and I have done tapings and TV before, so we have a little bit of an understanding on why that happens the most, and that's what I always tell people is frequency, right? When you're an independent performer, Saturdays, Sundays, some Fridays, there might be some shoppings in between if you got that one ballsy promoter who just doesn't give a fuck about school days, and that happens in the middle. But to go from that to the WWE that does 3 or 4 shows, 5 shows a week, maybe less, maybe more, depending on the year. There's only but this is how I always phrase it. Maybe you can agree or disagree. There's only but so many Tiger drivers I want to take in a week, right? Like just for the sake of, let's just say,
your body.
Let's just say that we all agree that I'm a human being and my bones are the same as fucking yours, right? And I only want to take, I don't know, let's limit it to about 4 or 5 Canadian destroyers for 1 week, right? Let's say I want to tone it the fuck down for a little bit. Maybe I want my C4 voter rate to stay where it is for the long term. You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
As a wrestler, when you hear, and I'm not throwing any shade toward Danny because I understand the thought process. You get used
to. So
yeah,
not to cut you off. Yeah. I get it too. I feel like those are the differences.
No, but I was just going to get to that because what happens is that it's like finding a restaurant that serves your favorite meal. So you go back to eat your meal whenever you want to eat it. You come back. I'm in the mood for steak. You eat the steak and you love it every time you get it. Right portion, right sides, every single time. And then you do it again and you do it again and you're enjoying it every single time. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it's a new chef or a new owner or something shifts. And now that steak ain't hitting the way that it's hitting. So now all of a sudden, well, what the fuck? What's happening here? I come here all the time. The steak's not what is right because shit changes. And you're not going to be able to have access to that steak every other day. But I'll pitch it to Lex because you were just going to say your thoughts on what I just said about the shifting of perception when the move set has to calm down and the time.
It's necessary to calm down because when you're as an independent wrestler, you're at a different town all the time. Nobody really sees it. You're not on TV. You can pull out those crazy moves or whatever. But when you're on TV every week, you have to water it down a little bit just so that you can save something special as well. One, you save your body.
For the record, I pull out as least as possible, but go ahead.
One, you save your body. 2, you save those things for something special like a WrestleMania. We've seen them sometimes go all out on WrestleMania and pull out those big moves or whatever. You don't want to do that every week on TV because then it takes away from the charm. Like if I saw her pull out her best every week, you're gonna get sick of her. The crowd is gonna turn on. You don't want to see the same thing every week. Save it Save it for the big matches. Save it for something special. Save your body. And she's getting paid laughing to the bank anyways, whether you like it or not. So it doesn't really matter.
Series, baby.
I agree with the watering down. I agree with it.
Mhm.
She's on TV.
That's because of your age. You see, that's because of your age. No. I'm right there with you. Because when I was 21 years old, which was 21 years ago, and it was 2004. Oh my god, 2004 Ring of Honor. What they were doing in that fucking place, and then I would switch over to Raw and see Simon Dean fucking with shit. I'm like, no, I'm not with it. No, thank you, sir.
And I feel like
no, thank you.
That's the difference, like having the fan mentality, and when you go on the other side of the guardrail and you start to understand things a little bit more, you get it,
right?
So I feel like that's where, like,
my friend, you are about to, because you're beginning your journey now. You are about to get one hell of a fucking education, my friend.
This is true. Yeah, you're starting now.
No. Let me not make him out to be this neophyte. He's been around for a while. What I'm saying is that he's getting his feet wet now as a performer, which is a different bag of shit. Because everybody has an idea of what they want to do. Until you stand in the ring and everyone's fucking looking at you, and then you do what you do, and you go, "This is gonna be fucking great. Watch this." No, and then they go, "Ew, boo, what the fuck?" And you go, "Oh shit!" Yeah, you're like, "Oh shit." Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's completely different when you're in your room and you're in the mirror. And you're like, "Hi, I'm Gordon Solie. You're doing your thing. Fucking phenomenal. I killed that shit." When 2,000 people are fucking looking at you like this, go ahead. Let me see.
And you feel the silence. You could feel it when they're quiet. You feel it. I can't explain that.
Danny,
you feel it.
I haven't seen the shows yet, Danny, and I'm actually looking forward because you're going to be in my neighborhood pretty soon for one of the shows that I'm thinking about stopping by, because I want you to feel the pressure, and I want you to know I'm judging the fuck out of you every time.
I expect nothing
no pressure, no pressure.
No, all the pressure in the world. Please don't fuck it up. So I want you to. But there's going to be a time, and this is veteran experience, right? There's going to be a time where you did something in front of an audience that hit. Mm-hmm. And you're like, "Oh, well, shit, that's dope. That was dope. Okay, let me keep that. And then you're going to go to the next town, or maybe even the next borough, and you're going to do it, and you're going to be like, all right.
And it's
funny, you're gonna be like, "Fuck!" And your asshole's gonna be so tight, bro. It's gonna be so tight, bro. You're gonna be so fun. You're gonna be like that dude from Workaholics. I was so scared.
You're gonna be like, maybe I should water it down today. Maybe I should water it down today.
It's funny that you mentioned that too, because it's not only it's got a completely polar opposite crowd.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna go from like the usual East Coast indie wrestling crowd to a lucha crowd, a Mexican lucha crowd. That's so I know 1,000% what you're telling me.
You're gonna do shit, Mama Vaquer about that.
Yeah, they're gonna start throwing their fucking So it's a lucha crowd. So I it's been on my mind.
Fucking luck, my friend.
Yes, sir.
I've done lucha as an English speaking announcer. I don't know Spanish. So I got fucking raked over the goddamn coals. I had to announce people in kilos. What the fuck is that? Who fucking knows? What am I, European? I don't fucking know what that is. Anyway, that's how much we give a shit about this match. We're talking about Danny's career. So let's go. let's real quick. Let's just go around. Liliana, your pick for the match. Who wins?
Of course, Stephanie.
Danny.
We know Stephanie's gonna win, of course.
Lex.
Nikki Bella.
Dave, pick.
Edgy, bro.
I'm trolling. We'll go with Stephanie.
I'm also going with Stephanie.